Hey YouTube, Sportour here, Redneck Ninja, and I'm typically under the carport, but today I'm out here. It's a little foggy out here this morning. Today I'm going to put a tank bag on this bike, 2013 Ninja 650. Your options for tank bags are a little limited. They have tank bags that have straps on them, and I don't like straps, so that option's out. They have tank bags that are magnetized. But because of the nature of this fuel cell, you simply can't use magnets. I've heard of some people putting magnets underneath the plastic shroud. I don't want to mess with that. Besides that, I have a buddy with a 650, an 09 model, and he uses a tank bag every day, and a magnetic tank bag. And it started to kind of mar the finish on his paint. So that leaves you with really two options. One is a Jivy tank bag that has a tank ring that locks up here, and the other is SW Motech. So I went with the SW Motech. Little shout out to Twisted Throttle right there. I went with a SW Motech Evo tank bag. So what you get is the this is the base plate for the bag, and I actually sent it with a drill bit and a key there. You need the locking ring. This goes on the where the fuel cap is. And then here's the bag. There's the bag there, and the reason I picked this particular bag is it's actually designed for motorcycles that have a down-sloping fuel tank that slopes down really fast after the fuel cap. So let me review the instructions right quick, and we'll get this thing put on. Okay, so I'm going over the installation instructions for the tank ring itself. The instructions here show two parts to the tank ring and then your hardware, and they actually give you two of these screws to secure the base plate here to the tank ring. That way somebody can't just take the ring off. You have to secure it from the bottom. And then they give you two separate bolts for each one of these in different sizes, so that once you take the old ones off out of your fuel cap assembly, you can match them up and decide which one you need to use. But what was interesting is this little piece here that was in the mix, and it's not on the list anywhere. Obviously, the first thing I did was this here. I didn't know what the heck. It actually goes in from the bottom, and it just locks into the bottom of the ring. So if you get that other piece, if it's loose, they show these two little screws there. I don't know, maybe it's just an extra piece for another type of assembly, but I'm just going to put it in there and leave it like that, since the instructions just show it being flush mounted like that. So let me get that done right. One more thing before I put this on, you're going to need a 4mm hex head and a 3mm, and they tell you to use just a light thread lock. So I'm going to use this thread lock blue on the threads to get it locked in. Okay, I have the bolts taken out of the tank ring. You take this one and this one out, and then these two here. These are the ones in front. See how small they are? These are the ones in back. So I just need to pick the ones that are going to correspond to be long enough. Like I said, they give you two choices for each one. So I'll just grab the ones that fit, and we'll get it on. Here are your choices in lengths. Matched up pretty good there. I'm actually going to go with the shorter length. It looks like there's plenty of thread without getting too over exuberant. So let me see. I'll go ahead and stick them in here and get a little thread lock on them right quick. and this is a 4mm. I'm not going to snug them up real good until I get the other ones on there. Make sure I have plenty of wiggle room. Now the other ones are round head, and they are 3mm. And again, I'm going to go with the shorter of the two. Here's the difference in length, same thing, you just got a little more bite, but I don't really think it's necessary to have the long ones. So let's see, get a little thread lock on them here. Anytime you're putting on anything where you have multiple screws or bolts, you don't want to tighten them all down one at a time. You want to get them all in there. Sometimes even this ring was a little off. I had to stretch the plastic on this outer part a little to get it to line up right. But once you get them all in there and lined up and at least started, it's no big deal. And there we go. The next thing they tell you to do is to go ahead and take the box, the locking box. You'll notice that the underside of the tank bag has this big indention in it, and that's where the locking box fits in, but they allow you to customize it to fit however you need it. So, put the box on here first. Now it's locked into place. They tell you to stick the bag on here and get your adjustment to where you want it. They tell you should have, at least a hand's width underneath there, or just from your hand, and that's going to be about right for that. But then they tell you to turn the bars to make sure you're not going to interfere. So there, it's real good on the left side, and that's good on the right side. Not that you're ever going to really turn it that much. I like that right there. So I brought some tape with me. And I'm going to reach up under here and just kind of mark the bag where the back of this thing is at. Alright, so I just put a piece of tape across here, and you can see this plate here. I believe this plate's going to go on the inside of the bag. But that'll show me where to put this thing in. Now this bag comes with a rain pouch, and it also comes with a couple straps. I'm sure I can find some use for those eventually. When you open this bag up, you have zippered compartment here. You have zippered compartments on both sides. There's lots of areas for velcroing certain things. I guess if you want to. It's got snaps up here for an added map It's got ports on either end for you to stretch your accessory outlet plugs. On the inside, it's Velcro here and the plate there. So let me look at the instructions again, but we're going to be drilling through this plate here. Okay, this is the drill template, and again I marked it with tape. I know it's going to be right there. It does tell you to go ahead and remove this plastic shroud, this back here, not plastic, so that you don't drill through it, and you're going to drill completely through this base plate from the outside. And they supply you with an 8mm drill bit, so I'm going to go ahead and get that. Okay, using the template, I have my holes drilled where I want them, coming all the way through this base plate. Now we're going to just line this thing up with the holes. They give you 4 little screws here that are 3mm Allens, but they give you an Allen, but I have a different one I'm going to use to secure it from the inside. Okay, I have the base plate installed. You just line it up and screw these in. I will tell you, this is the way I do it. I like to show people the way I do things. The directions actually tell you to put a block of wood in here before you drill from the outside, because it could probably be very easy to drill completely through and accidentally hit this this lid here. So they do advise you to use a block of wood in here before you start drilling. I didn't do that, but I wanted to tell you, man, watch my videos and get in a better idea how to do things, but always read the directions. You may come up with a different way. So now that this is done, there's a pull mechanism right here, and this is how you release the tank bag. But all you do is slide it on there, and it's there. Alright, I like that. Reach up underneath it with your finger here and release it. So I am stoked. This bag was expensive. It was almost $200, but I don't like to buy anything cheap. If I'm going to buy it, I want to buy it the right one, something that's going to last. The zippers on these SW Motech bags, I can't remember what they called them, but they're super high grade zippers, that the actual fiber on the outside is welded into the zipper itself. So what am I going to do with a tank bag? I'm going to carry, I hate to have a wallet in my back pocket, so I'm sure I'll have my wallet in here. Oop, I never did put this cover back down over this plate, so let me do that. But I'm going to carry my wallet. I'm going to carry, you know, when I go on a bike trip, I can carry my toiletries in here, toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant, things of that nature. Maps, change, oh hell, there's any number of things you can find. Put my sunglasses in the side case here, that'll be great. You notice this bag also has, down here on the zipper, you can get you a little lock if you want, stick it together. But I like the fact that it's really not touching my tank. I can swing it side to side, everything's good. So that's it, guys. SW Motech Evo Tankbag 2013 Ninja 650. Stick with me, we'll be taking lots more video. See you later.